Hi, this is Mark Littleton, the minister of the Word for the Athens Church of Christ, with today's 3-minute sermon. I want to share with you a quote today from my friends Trey and Lee Morgan. If you're not following them on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter, I would strongly encourage you to do just that. Their page is Stronger Marriages with Trey and Lee. They have great marriage advice, great marriage suggestions in order to help our marriages to be better and to honor the Lord. The quote that I shared earlier on my Facebook page was simply this: if you want your marriage to last, then you've got to learn to love your spouse for who they are, not for who you want them to be. Now that seems pretty fundamental, doesn't it? And yet, if you talk to couples and if you observe marriages, and really if you look at your own marriage sometimes, you'll find that one of the biggest sources of conflict and problems that we have in marriage are unrealistic, unmet expectations. We look at our spouse and we tend to see their shortcomings, and we see all the things that we wish that they were, and because they're not those things, we then are disappointed with them, right? It happens just normally and naturally in all of our relationships. Well, what we've got to learn to do in our marriages is to look at that husband, look at that wife, look at that person that we married, recognize they're not perfect, but neither are we, right? And what we've got to do is love them not for what we wish they were or who they wish they were. We've got to learn to love them for who they are. And here's what I think we'll find will happen when we do that. When we love our spouse for who they are and they love us for who we are, we will both together lift one another up, and we'll both become more of what God would have us to be individually and as a couple in our marriage. So that's my word of advice to you today. Love your spouse, not for who you wish they were, but for who they are. Lord willing, we'll see you again on Monday for another 3-minute sermon. God bless.